So this is going to be purely made up as I go along. Well, when I say made up, I'm doing some educated guesses of the measurements, and I'm putting 160 ml in there. Did I say 160 then? I meant 320. That's two 160 measurements out of my little measuring pot. Into the bread maker. And then, oh no, I'm not doing that, am I? I was going to say olive oil, but I've decided butter. Right, well, I said butter, but I've had a little change of mind because I just remembered that recently I bought some coconut oil. Let's have a look. It's Lucy B. Oh, there's my toast. Extra virgin organic raw coconut oil. Great for frying, roasting, baking, or just spreading. Certified fair trade. That looks rather good, don't you think? It smells delicious. It smells so delicious that I'm very tempted to get a little lump out and just eat it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to plop that, just a guess, just a wee dessert spoon I suppose, there. I'll plop that in the water. It'll go in. There you go. Plop, plop, plop. Like that. A bit on my thumb. I'll take that and that. I don't know if it tastes of coconut or just smells of it, it's hard to say. But do you know what? I think I might put some on my toast. Of course, you don't have to use coconut oil, that's just something I did on a whim. You can use butter, you can use olive oil, whatever. Or none at all. I don't suppose it's absolutely essential. My son has some bananas, and he has 4 left and they're starting to go ripe, so without asking him, because he's not around at the moment, I've pinched one of his bananas because they're going ripe and I know he's not going to eat them all. And oh, did you know that bananas are in segments? Look at that. They come in 3 segments. 1, 2, 3. You see that? Oh, look at my nails. Sorry. I must get something done about them. Anyway, I've pilfered one of his bananas and I'm just breaking it up and putting it in to make some banana bread, which I'm just guessing at. And next we need some flour. Into the compost goes the banana peel. I'm using some organic plain baking flour. It's not bread flour, it's just ordinary plain white flour. It's organic. You don't have to have organic, you can just have your cheap stuff from Asda if that's what you're happy with. Oh, we're not in focus, hang on. Better. Now I am a pounds and ounces person, English pounds and ounces. Sorry, yeah, I'm just thinking out loud there. Pounds and ounces. They are grams and ounces, grams and ounces, grams and ounces, grams and ounces. So there's no such thing as English ounces, and I thought there might be English ounces and American ounces, but all ounces are equal, according to this. So 1.5 American cups is a lot smaller than 1.5 English cups. Yeah, there's 1 English cup. There's 1 American cup. This causes problems, you see, especially in England. If I were to do cups, are the cups that I buy in England, are they from America or are they English? Who knows? So I don't do cups. I do ounces, pounds and ounces. I find grams too fiddly and nuisance. Believe it or not, if you were to use them. If you're used to using grams, then carry on using them. But really, if you try using ounces, they're a lot easier. So English ounces are the same as American ones. It's just the cups that are different. So I'm not going by cups. I'm going to go milliliters, which I don't particularly like using, but because they're universal, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do roughly 160 mils of plain flour. You can't see where. I'll find it in a minute. That's roughly 160 mils of plain white flour, and I'm going to pop that in the bread maker. But before I do that, what I'm going to do is weigh it, and that'll give you an idea of, if you prefer to weigh your ingredients, of how much flour I'm putting in. So that's 160 mil. I'm just going to put another 160 mil measurement in there. And then I'll get some weights and I'll see what that weighs. Probably about 6 1/4 ounces. Put that in the bread maker. And again, this is organic. You don't need organic, and it's wholemeal bread flour, so it'll have more gluten in than ordinary bread flour, and it will therefore hold its shape better and rise better because it's got more gluten in. That's what bread flour is. It's called strong, and the gluten is what makes it strong and makes it be able to rise, stretch more and rise more, because it's more stretchy when it's mixed with water. As I say, mine's organic. You don't have to have organic, and I'm going to put the same amount in again, 2 lots of 160. So that's about 320 mil, which is about 6 1/4 ounces again. Right, so this is where I get to just add a few extra things as the fancy takes me, and the fancy takes me to add a bit of cinnamon, maybe about a teaspoon, because I like cinnamon. And the fancy also takes me because I happen to have some in the house, and no other reason. Well, there's a reason. I like ginger. Whether it goes with bananas or not, I don't know, but I do have some fresh ginger. And I just love the smell of fresh ginger. I'm going to grate this with its skin on. I used to peel it and then grate it and faff about like that, but no faffing these days. I'm just going to grate that as it is. I just love the smell of ginger. There's a little piece of ginger there. And I'm going to keep the skin on it and grate it with the skin, because there's no faffing about with me anymore. I used to peel them. What do I need to peel them anymore? It's all edible. And it's all just going in the mix. So you could chop it finely if you want. I'm just going to grate that as it is. Right, that's the ginger. I've just rinsed off the water, and I'm going to grate some lemon. This is where I think organic is important with lemons, if you're going to use the rind, because there's no wax on there. And there's no pesticides. And I'm going to grate that organic lemon. If you're not fussed, well, that's fine. You do what you want. I use organic. So there's the ginger and the finely grated lemon rind, and I'm just going to pop them in as well. In goes the lemon rind and the ginger. So I'm just going to put 1 teaspoon of yeast in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 level quarter teaspoons to make 1 level teaspoon of yeast going in there. And do you know what? I'm going to do something crazy. Smoothies. Have you had a smoothies? And people have smoothies with bananas and fruit and stuff in them. And then you get green smoothies which have bananas and fruit and stuff in them, and they have greens in as well. You put a handful of spinach. Do you know what? I'm going to be an absolute crazy woman, because I am a crazy woman, and put a handful of spinach in here. Do you think that is stupid or what? I don't know. Of course you'd probably put salt in. I'm not putting salt in because I'm trying to cut down on salt. It'd probably be tastier with salt in, but I'm not putting it in. And some people would put sugar in, but I'm cutting back on the sugar as well. So, yeah, let's be crazy. What do you think about that? Because, you see, I had one of these smoothies once, these green smoothies. It was gorgeous. It didn't taste like spinach at all. It tasted really nice because it was fruit with a bit of spinach in it. It was bright green, but it was really tasty. So I'm just going to... Oh, am I going to regret this? I don't know. Just a little handful of raw spinach there. Oh, we'll have to see. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Then I come into the right, bread maker now. Oh, this is quite exciting. I've put that with a medium-sized loaf. I've set it for, and a medium crust. And I've just used the plain, ordinary white loaf setting for that. Let's see how it goes. Oh, 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 oh. Are those leaves gonna mix in and mush up? Or what? Should really put the lid down, shouldn't I? I just want to watch now. I want you to watch. I don't know what's happening there. Are they gonna mix in? It's going to go faster in a minute. Just as an afterthought, I thought some seeds would go nice in there, so I've got a nice big handful of seeds. Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds and pine nut kernels. I'm just going to throw them in as well. Goodness, I'm wishing I hadn't put that spinach in now. Only a crazy woman like me would think of doing that. It's actually looking a bit sloppy. Oh dear. That wasn't very well guessed. Let's just stop that. I've got another 160 ml of wholemeal flour here. I'm just going to add it a bit at a time. Let's just turn that on again. There it goes. And put about half of that in. See how that goes. Don't think that's going to be enough. I'm going to put it all in. Oh dear. Because I put that in afterwards, I'm going to have to get a spatula and scrape at the sides. Now, if this works out well with that spinach, that gives me a whole new scope of being able to use up leftover veg. Put the lid down and we'll see how that goes. Come and look at it later when it's done. Oh, so my bread's come out a bit flat.